that's where the seekers were.
You can go for your work.
They're further afield.
Staying in the city is not so good for sadhus. See, vibration wise, and also not good for your lungs. See, it's better to be little away if you want to meditate. And this. First and foremost thing is that you have to ascend. For that, you should be in a place which will help you to ascend. Otherwise, if you live in the city hubbub and the city all nonsense, can't even meditate properly. And it's so polluted, it spoils your lungs completely. So it would be nice if you could be little away from the city. Try to find some house of that kind. And first you have to give the mortgage for that house. Which you can do with all of you put together. And then you have to pay the rent of the house as the mortgage, part of the mortgage. So you own it also.
I think we've desired for some time to own a place rather than pay rent from a place.
Because they have desired for some time to own something rather than pay rent.
Yes, if you can, whatever is possible. You see, if you can own something, nothing like it. But can you? You see, this is the way I said that. You first pay the first installment. I would like to know what is it. How much do you have to pay for the first installment? They said it is 10%. If you take a big house, then 10% would be quite a lot. And can somebody pay so much? No. So then renting is the best.
Or a long-term lease. I mean, in Sahaj terms, 20 years is an awful long time, but in terms of a lease, it's not very long. You can get lots of 20-year leases.
It can be more. In London you can get it for 99 years lease, you see. And so you can shift to a place like that. And there's also some short leases also. That's very cheap. So you have to go through all that because you can't afford to pay the basic. Like in Melbourne, somebody has offered money. 30,000. But with 30,000, 300,000 pounds worth of thing, is it big enough? Yeah. If you are outside.
Yes, real estate is not as expensive in Brisbane or around Brisbane. It's a cheaper state.
It's much cheaper here. Real estate is much cheaper.
I see. So how much do you think a big house will cost here?
170,000.
Very big house?
Bigger than this.
200. Say 200,000.
200,000. So 10% would be 20,000. So you will have to put in about 10,000 pounds, all right? I can organize that 10,000. I'll see. Then, is it all right? Then you can pay the mortgage.
I'm sure we would, sure.
Because if you have a lease for say 15 years, 20 years, then you can pay.
Srimataji, I live in a house which I own, and so we could get some money by selling that house, but I don't know whether that's a wise thing to do, to sell that house, to help finance a larger place for more people to come.
He has a house of his own which he says he could sell to get the money.
I can't hear.
Sorry. You want me to slow it down?
Yes, no, yes, better slow it down. So?
He says he has a house that he owns that he could sell to raise money, but he doesn't know whether that's a good idea.
Why not? If you can sell that, you can have another bigger house, and in the rent you can have mortgage as well as they can pay back your money.
I think what I was saying is if you did that, it would be your house and you would rent it to the collector. So in fact, I think the thing that worries you is...
No, that he cannot do because, you see, the amount that he'll have to pay, how much would you fetch from your house?
About 80,000.
About?
80,000.
that
Eight-
doesn't solve the problem.
It's a big deposit, 80,000.
Yes, it is big deposit, but that doesn't solve the problem. They have to get the mortgage as well.
Oh yes.
All right. Then you can compensate it
Mm.
with the rent. He can take his own money, and the money can go to mortgage as well.
Mm. Oh yes.
And should a house then, if that sort of option was taken, would the house be in my name? Rather than
Yes, to be this thing, the house will be in your name, and mortgage has to be taken. All right, and that mortgage can be completed by the rent of these people that they are giving. Plus, you can also they can pay you the money that you have paid for. All right, so that house then becomes the house of these people.
Eventually. Once they paid you back, then that house becomes the collective property.
Mother, you've said in the other cities that you want people to live together.
Yes.
Were you thinking of having a lot of people in one place or a lot of smaller ashrams spread around?
No. You should have one big house in which all of you should live like Barwood.
That's right.
That's mine. The children and everyone, and you could even have a school. As many as can live in that. They should sell all of them should sell their houses and adjust it.
There are some very nice properties not very far from here where you can buy an acre or so of land and still be fairly close to the city.
It's much better. You can do it. Nothing like it if that works out. Nothing like it.
Yes, in Brisbane you can do that. It's still small. In Sydney, if you want to go out, it takes all day to get there.
To do that.
In Brisbane, it's possible to do that. To have a land just outside, because it's still very close. But in Sydney, it takes you half a day to get there, so it's no good.
That's good. So you'll buy the land, you mean to say. Is it same so?
You could.
No, it's good. Then mortgage you can't get now. If you have a
Then
house.
they have to build a house on it.
They give mortgage for building the house?
Oh yes, yes. Particularly if you own the land.
Is it so? Then you can work it out.
So you have options. A large house, no house, and build the house you want. I think that's what you're thinking about in Perth, isn't it, Frank? Possibility?
Renovating.
He's
Renovating
not
one?
working it out in, but
Yes, no.
first you must find out a big property which is already there. Would be better.
A house.
Yes.
Already there.
That is the best.
Yes.
And then renovate it or alter it to suit. And possibly add on to it.
For the time being, I think that's a better idea is to get the house and put the deposit there and start it in the big house, a big property. Also renovate it. And then charge the rent from the people, which will repay your money as well as the mortgage.
Yes, ma'am.
Better now? You put it here also. So that's all. Alright, so now have lunch and a rest. Right? Could I have some lunch?
Yes.
I think you just sit down and first of all find out. If you have the newspaper, I might be able to see something.
Let's have a real.
Every day you have to find out. It's very easy. How we got Shruti camp, how we did it. I mean, it's all remarkable. In SahajaYoga, everything works out if you have desire. You have to have pure desire and do not go on diverting your mind. Just put your attention to it. We want to have an ashram. It will work.
would you like to have your lunch, Shimon?
Inside.
Inside? I think probably afterwards.
Afterwards.
I'll speak to him.
This is the
Oh, yeah,
this is the
sorry.
advertisement for tonight.
It's beautiful.
There were 3 advertisements in 3 different papers.
Friday, yesterday and today, Mother.
Inside.
The lights on?
Fan light blow up too much.
Gaddafi fellow again.
And London is selling now. What do you have? This is for the whole of Australia?
No, Shimon, just Brisbane.
Uh-huh.
Sunday paper, there's not much.
They have also the same mantras, save dollars.
By spending.
They have got Royal Dalton things and all here, all for sale. Surprising.
This is the real estate, Shimon. Should be away.
This is for Victoria.
No, for Queensland, Shimon.
It's on Victoria. Victoria?
No, these are all, this is the Gold Coast and these are all Central and North Queensland. These places are all too far away, would have to be houses here.
Houses not.
Saturday is the best paper. Much better. There's not a lot in Sunday.
He's going to get it.
Ah, good.
Quite cheap. This one is the 5 bedrooms, take 3 house, plus 5 what?
106, that's very cheap.
106. Just too much.
I'm
This
just
one.
trying to see, it doesn't seem to say.
Some of these may be becoming country. Glasshouse Mountains.
Oh,
That's
that's
about
out.
60 kilometres away.
It's too far.
Hot.
Too far. I don't think this paper is very good, Shimon. They don't put very much in the Sunday paper. It's all in the Saturday paper.
No, it's
That's
what
60 miles away. It's too far.
Oh, I see.
That's why it's cheap. Ah, that's better. This is the Saturday paper. There's a lot in here.
Now, just see this one. There are for renovation also some. It's quite big.
This one is
Very
fairly
far.
close. That's fairly close.
Very,
It's-
very far away.
No, it's about 10 kilometres from here, Mother.
It's not much. 10 kilometers. There's another one. Quite big.
Yeah, this would be very expensive. This would be
They're not giving
$500,000
maybe. But here it's this one is nice and
Yes.
this is some for renovation also.
This sort of thing, Mother, is the old Queensland style, where the house is raised on high poles, and then underneath you can build in as well, and have 2 floors.
This is for renovation, but is it alright?
This
Area.
is inner city,
Huh?
very close to the city.
So price is not there.
Auction, these are all auctions.
But see this. Even if you're on the lookout you might get this quite nice, I think it's quite big also. But it hasn't got too many bedrooms and
It's a fairly small block of land as well, 21.6 perches.
this is very small.
It's about 3/4 of the size of this block.
Very small.
Too small.
This is extra large, they said. This is an extra large house.
This one looks nice, Mother. T-bone Heights.
This also is auctioned.
Yes. This big block of land, 56 perches, with views of the ocean views.
This is nice, I think this seems alright. Why not see this one?
Yes, Mother.
Alright. This seems alright to me. It's quite spread out. But then you can do something more there if there's a land is too much. And they say extra large. This one is it's far away.
It's on the other side of this. Yes. It's about 15 kilometres from the city, about 20 kilometres from here.
That is only 10 kilometers, you
Yeah.
say.
The other thing also is that some of the children have started in schools, and it would be better to keep them going in the same schools perhaps, rather than have them change.
What schools they are going to?
This boy Chris is going to high school this year. They all go to a state school. And so we were thinking of starting on this side of the city.
Yeah, but they can come to the school, no problem. See, what I'm trying to say that after some time we'll send them to India, isn't it, in any case? It's question of...
This one, Mother, rural, 10 acres.
But acres, what do you do with it? You can't do anything,
Probably
no?
nice and quiet in there,
No, no,
almost country.
but you see, you cannot... If you have such a lot of acres, what do you do there? That, is it helpful?
It could be used for farming or growing vegetables. It has a dam on it. Probably something like 1 acre would be better, or half acre.
That's too much, you see, the waste. The waste, what you can't build anything. If you can, then it's alright. Do not have too much space. This one is complete.
This is inner city again. Houses
Very big.
very close together. Not very big blocks of land.
About six, this is alright. Beachfront, this one is.
That's Rockhampton. That's 800 kilometres away.
That's right. So you have to find out something about between 6 and 10. I think something like that. Something you can. I mean, if you are on the lookout, you can easily find out. No problem. What is this? Hamilton, very far away.
No, mother. It's just across the river.
Do you know,
That's
can I
where-
just interrupt? I think I can get you on an 8:45 plane out of Auckland,
Oh, that's
which
better.
would get you in early in the mid-morning.
Yes, that's all right.
I'll
That's
do
very
that.
good.
This is where all the very rich people live, mother.
Is it? But you can live there. Why not? You don't know.
It's on the way to the
You see,
airport,
it
Mother.
is,
It's very nice there.
It's a very big block of land,
Let's see. Let's see.
half acre.
See, it's very good. It's the area is square meter is not much. 2,000. 2,000 is not
Square
much.
meters. That's about half acre.
Oh, I see. It's the area.
Yes.
What is it? How much you have there?
4 bedrooms.
145.
Cellars.
You not go to a place which has got few this thing. But this is very far away, you said?
Yes, mother. 800 kilometres.
You have to find out. I mean, I don't know which is the closer and which is not. But there's so many every Saturday. Just go through them and see for yourself whatever you like. These are all for. This is all for auctions, I think.
Yes.
Why did they auction it?
The more expensive ones usually auction.
So the agents make more money.
This kind of thing you should see also. It's good. Because you can renovate them and they are better houses always. I don't know which place is. What is this one is?
This is Clayfield. This is across the river, about 5 kilometres from here. So again, it's a very expensive area.
It will be if it is in the city. It will be. You should try to make it little out. Also good for children. You see, the atmosphere in the city is not so good for the lungs. I think. It's not so difficult. Where is Kashmir place?
I don't know that one, mother.
Not so.
Kashmir.
The houses don't seem to be very expensive here. I don't see.
This is the cheapest place in Australia.
Okay.
Brisbane is cheapest
Yes,
in
then
Australia.
we should have then. Why not? Very cheap. Yes, they have not written how much. How many? 3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms.
Oh, that's all. Can find out. Children should be out. I don't like them to stay in the cities. It's not good. You get all the bad things of the city on there.
Yeah. Lots of nice places near
Cleveland.
the ocean.
Yeah. I don't know how many bedrooms is out there. Can you find out how many bedrooms I can find?
2 bedrooms and study.
You will find out. It's not difficult. And if it is for renovation, it will be cheaper. And we all can renovate it. You see.
Yes, ma'am.
It's simple. It's to sit down nicely, give it to, mix about 5-6 newspapers and give it to everyone. Let them sit down and find out for themselves. And it works out. See? And if it is for renovation, nothing like it, because then you can renovate it the way you like. And lots of things you can do.
We'll get together to do the work.
Yes, that's a very good idea. When you dip that, you will start renovating it also. Better now? Little ice has cured you, just doctors will not tell you what is the virus, this, that, all kinds of stories. Alright. Then I take your leave now. I leave it to you people, sit down properly and just find out, because making it will be difficult. When you are getting them so cheap, you see, just now maybe the prices are low, why not buy one? Then we'll see about it later. Alright, you got this. This chair is a rocking chair.
Do you want me to stop it,
Rocks.
Robin?